Hello and welcome to Traditional Painting the Digital Way. This is where I use digital painting apps to teach traditional painting techniques. In this video, we're going to be finishing out our lessons on the Hudson River School painting. And we're going to show the final highlights and sort of show what they used to do. And the app that we're using is Infinite Painter for Android. If you want to follow along with traditional techniques, check out part 1 where I have a series where I have a list of all the paint and canvas and brushes that I use. So here we want to go ahead and finish out the final touches, and we're making a shoreline. We're adding a little bit of a off-white color, a very thin line in the background up against the trees, and this just separates the shoreline from the water and makes it look like it's a little ripple up against the shore, and it shows the reflection and being separated from the reflection. And you just want to go ahead and do this all the way around your shoreline there, and that separates the trees and the dirt and the rocks and things from your water and makes it look more realistic. And then here I'm adding some really pale peach color just to make it look like there's rocks buried in the dirt and the mud here. And I'm not doing real big details, but I'm doing little indications, because I don't want to show great big detail on the rocks. I just want to give the indication that there's rocks on the shore and the dirt and in the mud there. So I'm doing little broken lines, and that also makes it look like the sunlight is hitting on the rocks. And so you want to try to do that, try to have some broken lines there and make it look like there's a little bit of some rocks and gravel right on the edge of the shore as well, sort of poking out into the water. So you want to do that, and also make a shoreline over here as well. And I wanted to work a little bit more on the colors in the water. I wanted to add just a little bit of some orange to sort of make that pop out, because you can see quite a bit of orange on the middle ground trees. And then I added the dark there. And again, I said in the previous lesson that you need to add some dark to make the light show. And then a bug hit right there. That's a bug that's in Infinite Painter, and I'm a beta tester, so that's one of the things that you have to deal with is bugs if you're a beta tester. And so that's what happened, but I managed to hit the undo button and restart the program, and it quit doing that. So here I'm trying to make the shoreline, adding little bushes, I guess, of light. They're a lighter color, kind of maybe a yellow ochre if you're following along traditionally, just to make it look like there's a shoreline and there's a little bit of depth to the shadows. So I also want to add a little bit of some ripples to the water. It's a very still lake, but it does have some ripples because it's water and there's probably a little breeze. And so I'm using a light blue color to make ripples, and you can do that with your script brush if you're following along traditionally, and just make sort of banana strokes, just kind of zigzag banana strokes across the water. Don't get carried away, smudge them in, make them soft, but you do kind of want to have a broken line sort of across there, and that just gives it a realistic look that that makes your water come alive in the painting. That's all these little details and things that you do there at the end make your painting come alive. And I'm just working a little bit more on the trees, trying to put some little branches in there too, and trying to add some of the color and do some of the little tree trunks because they're thin, bushy type trees. And I just want to sort of add that with a dark gray, kind of dark brown look there. And that just gives interest also to your painting, and gives the details and makes your trees come alive, because then it shows that there's little branches poking out, and makes it look more detailed even when you're not putting a lot of detail in. Sometimes just adding a little bit of detail gives the impression that your painting is a lot more detailed than it is. And sometimes you want to do that rather than just add all the details, because if you add too many details, your painting gets busy and the viewer's eye can't focus on any one thing. So you kind of want to not bog your painting down with all the little details. Sometimes too many details will ruin a painting. So you have to pick and choose where the viewer's eye is going to be. And here I'm putting a little bit of some lines in the bottom there, and we're going to go ahead and call it good and not fool around with it anymore, because we might mess it up. So this is the end of my Hudson River School series, and we're going to go ahead and start a brand new painting pretty soon. If you want to see that, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below, and I will catch you later.